morning, everybody. Good morning. As y'all come on in, come on in, come on in. Pinning my comment on IG, wiping off my desk. As y'all come on in, look a little dark. Let me see. That's why I look a little dark because it's up to F7. I know. I thought I looked a little dark. How did it get up to F7.1? How did it get up to F7.1? I'm tripping. I noticed that yesterday. I'm like, man, I look a little dark. I guess I must have bumped something. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're far too kind. I just finished eating some cereal. I ain't want to have nothing in my teeth. Here to learn the shit. I know you in here. Do I got something in my teeth? Is it something in my teeth? Am I good? Here to learn the share. Hey, am I good? Okay. What's up? I knew Here to Learn the Share was in here. I knew it. I knew she was the first one in here. As soon as I made it public. It's a beautiful morning. Yes, it is. Hey, Siri, what's the temperature right now?
It's 63 degrees right now.
63 degrees in Columbus, GA. A nice 63, a beautiful morning. Good morning to you. The birds are chirping. Tweet, 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 tweet. The birds chirping. A beautiful morning. What's up, FC? What's going on, Mendez? What's going on, Connie? Lil Hulk, what's happening? Good morning, Spider Gang. What's up, Linda? What's going on, Pamela? And everybody else that's pulling up in the chat. That's all I see right now, so that's all I'm going to shout out. How about that? Hey, if this is your first time tuning into Tim's Tidbits, please allow me to say welcome. If it's not your first time tuning into Tim's Tidbits, I still want to say welcome and give you a nice hearty, well, thank you for always tuning into Tim's Tidbits and hanging out with moi. My homeboy Spidey back here over my shoulder and my sweetie over there in the corner. If this happens to be your first time and you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I get on Al Gore Internet every single day. And I talk about the price action dealing with the S&P 500, aka the market, aka the benchmark that most fund managers have to beat to keep their job, to keep the liquidity flowing into their company. So I choose to just ride with the market. I trade the market. That's my choice, right? And I get on Al Gore's internet and I share my understanding of the ICT concepts because they're the most accurate thing I've ever seen in my 50 years of living, right? So I share my understanding of those in the hopes to help someone like you get your aha moment. Shout out, who was that? Was that Linda? Was that Linda that said they got an aha moment yesterday? Somebody said they got an aha moment yesterday. Put it in the chat. Whoever you were that got the aha moment yesterday, please put it in the chat. But they said, and then I would go to Discord, but y'all be having different names on Discord and YouTube and IG and Twitter and Snapchat and TikTok and blackpeoplemeet.com and christianmingle.com, and y'all got all these different names. Linda. Yes, it was. Linda, congratulations. Congratulations, Linda, for getting your aha moment for some of the ICT concepts. That's why I do this every day in the hopes to help somebody, anybody, really everybody, get their aha moment. Because once you see it, You can never unsee it. Once you see it, it's just all about controlling you, right? Same thing that little Timmy Rogers kind of let slip away yesterday, and then he reeled it back in a little bit. You're always going to have to battle that losing control, right? And I try my best. Whenever I lose control or whenever I do something wrong, I come and say, hey, this is what I did, so that you won't look at me, the millionaire trader. That's still funny to me. You won't look at me, the millionaire trader, as this perfect guy. You won't be like, man, how can Tim never spiral? How can Tim never do this? And I'm over here spiraling. I want you to know that. Come closer. Come closer. I want you to know something. I'm going to get the mic. I'm holding up the mic because I want you to hear this clearly. I'm going to put my hand like this right here. Right here. You are not alone. I am here with you. Buenos dias, Valdez. Buenos dias. Hey, look, man. There's going to be ups. There's going to be downs. There's going to be a lot of emotions. It's going to be an emotional roller coaster. But I just want to congratulate you. All right, shout out Here to Learn and Share too. Shout out everybody. Here to Learn and Share just popped in my mind because Linda popped in my mind. It's just stuff that when I interact with people and it comes back to me, I just say it. It's not to discredit anybody else. It's hard work, right? But when stuff click in my mind, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm proud of each and every one of you for your hard work, your dedication. You know what I'm saying? Here to Learn and Share just popped to mind because we had a communication and I was like, man, I'm proud of your dedication pretty much. I don't know, remember my exact words, but you know what I'm saying? For all the people that's putting in the work for real, not being a lazy bum, but you're putting in the work for real. That's why I do what I do. Because there's people out there who sincerely want to learn something, not just trading, this just anything. It's people out there who sincerely wants to learn something, and you have people that have the knowledge and able to help them. And then just like when I was in the military, people tried to make themselves indispensable by not sharing knowledge, especially the GS civilians. Oh my goodness. If one person was off from work, I couldn't get help that I needed because one person was off from work. Because the GS civilians try to make themselves indisposable. Like they need me. No one's going to know how to do this but me. And when I'm not here, they're going to see everything's going to crumble. Ooh, I hate that wabbit. I hate that wabbit. So that's why I try to help as many people as possible for the free 99. For the free 99. I try to help as many people as possible for the free 99. Now, let's get on that for a second. I'm going to get to the price section. I'm on my soapbox now. I do not like this rampant oh my God. I have friends in the trader community who's on this wave too. And they got this whole thing that if people are charging you for something, they need to be making more money trading than they're making off of their courses. And they need to make, how can you make more money trading than you make off your courses when it's more people trying to learn how to trade than it is people that are successful at trading? Of course, you're going to make more money off your courses than you make off trading. If I got 5,000 people buying a $100 course, that's $500,000 coming in constantly. And imagine if I'm selling a $1,000 course, or if I'm selling a $5,000 course. Of course, I'm gonna make more money off my course, right? But you have these people who feel like it's not okay to charge. And then they be like, they're charging for basic information. All you need is the basic information. I say that I say that all you need is the basic information. It's not complicated. We overcomplicate it. I say it all. I be like, you're thinking too deep. You're thinking too deep. Because that was me thinking too deep. We overcomplicate it, right? But you got to look at it like this. You're paying somebody for their expertise. You're paying them for what they know, and they're taking the time to show you how to do it. If those people want to go pay their freaking money, who cares? Who cares if people want to go to pay their freaking money? You know what I'm saying? We got to get off of this attacking the paid versus the free, and if the people aren't, I don't care if they aren't doing it at all. When I was a wedding photographer and videographer, the people who I learned how to do it from, they weren't even shooting weddings anymore because they were spending all their time teaching. I didn't get mad because they weren't shooting weddings before. I know they have shot weddings before. I ain't sit up there and be like, show me your current catalog of what you're doing right now. No. Just prove to me that it works. And I'm happy. Now, soapbox put up. Y'all know how I get when something I speak extemporaneously. It just pops into my head. It just pops into me. Who else came in? Now that we done separated the wheat from the tare, Trey pulled up. Rhonda Green pulled up. What's up, Tiffany? I already said buenos dias. What's up, Audrey? What's going on, Taryn? Now, let's get back to you, Taryn. Now, let's go back to our communication. Did you misspell your name to make me say Tranita that I later transposed to Tranisha? Because when I look at it, it says Tranita. It says Trenita. What you sent to me, it said Tranita. And I admit I put an A at the end, and I start saying Trinicia, because the original spelling that you had, it had IA at the end, and my mind just put IA at the end of the part where you say just call me. Now, did you mean, because I can't get tear out of TRE. That's tree, how you, it's TR. Now, TEREN, Terren, I get that. But TRENITA, that's a Trinita to me. So, did you misspell it, young lady? Now that we have officially separated the wheat from the tare, right? I ain't doing no more shout outs. I'm fun to get into it because I know we done separated the wheat from the tare. Okay, I got it on daily calendars because I'm not gonna forget about Spyling. I'm not gonna forget. I will want to draw your attention to the far side of the screen over there, right? I'm hovering my mouse over a ticker. That ticker is the SPY. What is the SPY? The SPY is the ETF that tracks the performance of the S&P 500. Around here, we call it Spyling. We even wrote a song for it. If you know the words, feel free to sing along with me. If you don't know the words, prepare to be entertained and serenaded. Everybody that's going to sing along, we singing in the key of death. You ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Sing it with me. Spirleen, Spirleen, where you at, baby? Here I go. Hey, how you doing? I'm glad that you came through. Spirleen, girl, what you about to do? Spirleen, Spirleen, you about to gap up $2 in some change arranger. Boo. My math ain't mathing today. It looks like $2.70, 73 cents, but we gonna do the math. 406.98. Oh, it went to 96. That's where we gonna stop at 96. The 404.36. 404.36. $2.60. I told you my math wasn't mathing. God dog it. I hate when it does that, man. When it pops everything down like that. Come on, man. Stop the foolishness. Stop the foolishness. Now, hold on. I got to get my stuff together, man. Sometimes when you move stuff around on the screen, it makes every window collapse. So like I got like 92 windows open and like everything like collapsed down. Now we're back. Okay. So if anybody don't understand what a gap up is, yesterday we closed all the way down here at 404.36, and right now in pre-market we are all the way up here at 406.90. So we're about to get a gap up. What caused that gap up? Throughout the night, the market continued to trade. This is where we closed yesterday. This is like the 4 o'clock pre-market stuff. This is what that paid data. This is what that paid data gets you on Trading View. That paid data gets you candle that start at 4 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Start at 4 o'clock. If you don't put that paid data, you only get that one that start at like 8, is it? 7 or 8? It's one of these two right here if you don't get that paid data. When you get a paid data, you get on back that 4 o'clock, you know what I'm saying? Right? So the ES continues to trade throughout the night. That's what creates that gap up or gap down, because the ES futures continues to trade. And when the market opens up the next day, wherever the ES futures are, the market opens up at that equivalent level for their price scale. Let's go over here to the ES. Speaking of the ES, shout out to Black Spider members. I shared a chart with you last night in the membership section. I said tomorrow is GDP at 8:30, so I'm keeping the charts simple. This is what I'm watching, right? So as you see, this is what I sent. I had the buy side set, the sell side, which was yesterday's low, yesterday's high, a bullish 5-minute breaker. I left that consequent encroachment of that weekly gap. Remember the consequent encroachment of the weekly gap that we had, right? I left a little bit of the daily gap that we didn't fill below the sell side. I had a 5-minute BISI, right, in the discount area. And I had a 5-minute SIBI in the premium area, right, meaning above price. So I had a 5-minute SIBI above price that we were skating along the bottom of when I sent out the what's the name? Because I can't remember what time I sent it out, but it was before midnight. This is midnight. We were skating along the bottom of it. We were inside this breaker, skating along that consequent encroachment. And that's all I was watching. That's all I was watching. I was anticipating us attacking this buy side. And can anyone tell me why I was anticipating us attacking the buy side? Can anyone put in the chat why I was expecting us to attack this buy? Why the draw was this buy side right here? Can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me? Y'all know I'm going to keep saying this to somebody. Put something in there. Can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me why I anticipated that to be the draw? Can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me? That's the first one I saw. We rejected at the sell side. Look at the move that took us there. Yay! Yay! Hey, Trader Mo. Shout out Trader Mo. I just saw this morning when I logged into the account, Trader Mo signed up for the channel memberships. I appreciate you, Trader Mo. I appreciate you. Now, Trader Mo, what you left off of that, saying because we just took out sell side, and we rejected off of it. We had a strong rejection off of the sell side. Once we get that strong rejection, right, we anticipate the market to go back to the opposite end of the price leg that sent us there, either the high or the low that sent us there to get rejected. And once we get that rejection and start to get a break in market structure, that further confirms for us that, hey, we need to start looking this way. Does it have to get there? No, it doesn't. Once we identify the draw, then we start identifying PD arrays that's in the way that may stop us from getting there. And those PD arrays can be targets if you get an entry early enough, or those PD arrays could be places of, you know what I'm saying, giving you an opportunity to get in. Very good. Very good. Let the hawk. Very good. Here to learn and share. Right. Y'all said it exactly like I would have said it. Exactly like I would have said it. Now, let's get into the price action because we done been on here for 22 minutes. 22 minutes. 22 minutes. As y'all see, yesterday I had marked out some divergence that we were having, right? From the low of the 25th. I mean, from the close of the 25th to the close of yesterday, right? The ES and the Dow, took out the sell side. The NQ did not take out the sell side. NQ mad strong, right? Where did NQ come to? The NQ came down into an imbalance and then took off, right? So the Dow and the ES ran sell side, and the NQ was showing strength, and it came down to an imbalance. When the ES and the Dow made the low after running the sell side, the NQ closed in this imbalance and then took off, right? Look at how the NQ took off. I attribute this takeoff like after hours yesterday to, who was that? Was that Meta that went crazy on their earnings? Somebody went crazy on their earnings, right? Somebody went crazy on their earnings, and you know what I'm saying? So the NQ took off, right? Some I can't remember who it was. Somebody went crazy on their earnings. And then now the ES and the Dow are playing catch up. Now, mind you, now that I've pointed out that, let's look at this. Now the NQ has taken buy side, right? Now the ES and the Dow still have not taken buy side. The ES got really close to the buy side. I was anticipating it to attack, right? Really close. So will the Dow play catch up and come get this buy side? Will the Dow even come up to, this is the high right there on the Dow. That's the high. I just noticed that the Dow that's a different high. I was looking at that high, but that high is high. So that the Dow's not far either. Will the Dow come up and attack that same high? Right? Will the ES come up and attack that same high? We don't know. We shall see. Let me mark this while I'm looking at this. It's consequent encroachment of this hourly wick right here. Gonna watch that. Gonna watch that. Put up that consequent encroachment. Consequent encroachment of a discount wick. Consequent encroachment of a discount wick. 8 a.m. I just put 8 a.m. because it's for today. Yes. Consequent encroachment of a discount wick. Gonna watch that. Okay, now let's. How long we been on here? 25 minutes. Got 5 minutes before the market open. Let's get it. Go straight to 5-minute candles. Straight to 5-minute can. Ooh, look at that right there. Going down south out and in my. Okay. Okay. So yesterday, this was the 4 o'clock close. Right here, we closed at 40, 75, 50. And then 5 o'clock. Wait a minute. We closed at 40, 74, 75. I'm sorry. Right? We closed at 40, 74, 75. And then the 5 o'clock close was at 40, 85, 50. Right? So we shot up a little bit, coming right back up to the consequent encroachment of that weekly wick. And then and inside that breaker, pretty much at mean threshold of that bearish breaker, right? We consolidated inside that breaker for a while, right? Testing. It's a bearish breaker, so that should have been keeping price down, right? Once we got over here to 130, we got above that breaker and started consolidating at the top of this SIBI. This SIBI's job was to keep price down, right? The breaker has failed. We came back down into the breaker at 305, right? Just after the London Open, right? Filling in, we're coming back into this fair value gap. We had a couple fair value gaps there, but we came back into this lower fair value gap, touching the top of the breaker, came back up above the consolidation again, and then got on top of this SIBI. So now this is an inversion gap. So now instead of keeping price down, now its job is to keep price up. Because when we get above the PDub rate, we expect it to act as support. If we're below a PDub rate, we expect it to act as resistance. If it's a bearish fair value gap, when we get above, that's an inversion gap. If it's a bullish fair value gap and we get below it, that's an inversion gap. 2-minute words, I just like to think of it as when we get above PD arrays, we want them to be support. When we're below PD arrays, we want them to be resistance. Who cares what the name is? The only name I care about is only one name that's above all names. It's something about the name G. It's something about the name. It's something about the name G. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Sometimes I just get the spirit. You feel me? Right? So then once we got on top of the SIBI, we came back down into this 5-minute fair value gap there. Continue to be support. Not a whole lot going on. Kind of wiggle, made our way up. And then when the news dropped, I was actually watching it on my phone while I was waiting on Chris to go to school. Right? We pushed up above everything, taking out the buy side above this here. Then we came down below everything, taking out the sell side below this right here and filling in this fair value gap and coming down into this 5-minute order block and getting back inside this SIBI again. And then now we're coming back up. We have kind of disrespected this SIBI right here. And now we're sitting on top of this BISI. This Bessie that I just marked out, we're sitting on top of that right now. And let's see what price does. The market is open. The market is open. The market is open. If you're going to trade, please trade safe. If you're not going to trade, please take copious amounts of notes so that you can go back and study what you saw today. Wasn't a whole lot going on in price action. You better sing. It is the sweetest name. Rest in peace to Rance Allen. I know. Sing it with me, Kurt. It's something about the name Jesus. You better sing. Hey, shout out Rance Allen. Rest in peace, Rance Allen. Even though you're not a millionaire trader yet, I appreciate the information that you provide. I would never tell you if I was a millionaire trader. I would just giggle and say, boy, you so crazy. Hey, did I ever tell y'all about the time when I was at church? It was like service was over and his brother came up to me and he was like, hey, Brother Roger. Hey, Brother Roger, man, come, let me talk to you for a minute, man. I said, what's up? What's up, Brother Turner? He said, man, I heard you got a couple million, but they say you're doing it big in that stock market. I said, boy, you crazy. Boy, who told you that? Who told you that, man? I know how it is, brother. I know how it is. Hey, congratulations, brother. I know how it is. Congratulations. 11 memory of Rance Allen. I was typing the exact same thing. You better sign. Hey, man, that's all I got. Do anybody got anything before we wrap it up? Do anybody got anything before we wrap it up? I want y'all to let people know I got options. I buy them, I sell them. Let people know that. Let people know I got options, man. I love being an RN. I don't want to leave my job. I got options. But I got options. So put some respect on my name. I love being here. Do not make it a grievous thing for me to do my job because I got options. I don't want to leave. I love helping people. I love being an educator. I love educating molding these young minds, but I got options. Don't make it a grievous thing for me to be here and do my job. I love being a nail tech. I love making people's fingers look beautiful. A artician or whatever you call them. Don't make it a grievous thing for me to be here because I got options. Let them know, man. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. You hear me? I don't want you to explain nothing. Yeah. Click the link and explain what you so eloquently didn't type. You welcome, lover. You welcome, lover. Hey, I was listening to the Breakfast Club today, and somebody corrected them on how to pronounce their name, and it made me think about one of the Spider Gang members. It was she said no, it's Marchon or Marchon something. What's cracking?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. What's happening?
What's up? I'm at work.
What was that fake breaker you was talking about yesterday? What were you talking about? Mendez. Are you there? He probably went to go look on the chart. She said, golly, what did she said? He said,
Okay.
Mark, there you go. You back.
Yeah. Okay. You're gonna have to do. I cannot see from my phone.
Yeah. That's why
Yeah.
I say you probably try to look at the chart. So
Yeah.
you said now what time you said 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Okay. And then what time you said it was?
8 8:15. Handle 8:15.
8:15 candle from yesterday. Wednesday at 8:15. Yeah,
Yeah.
Wednesday 8 on Trading View or Think of
Yeah.
Swim. Which one?
Yeah. Trading you.
Trading View. So okay, so 8:15. That's the 8:15 candle right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
Okay. So we break it high,
Okay,
right?
we came above this high right here on the 745 candle that we talking about.
Yeah. Yes, we break that high,
Okay,
and then we made a low.
right here.
Yes. No. That. Yeah. That kind of. Yeah. That.
Yeah.
The other one. Yeah. 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 That kind of. Yeah. The one you got before that one. Yeah. We made a low.
Okay,
We break
okay.
a
So
high
you
and made
go.
a low.
Yeah. Okay, so you're going candle to candle.
Yes.
You're going
Then we
candle.
make. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Then we
I'm
made a
tracking now.
high.
I'm tracking now. So you going. You did. You going right here. You got. We at the low here.
Yeah.
Right. We broke that. We came here. We had this high. We
Mm-hmm.
broke it. Then we made a lower low there, and then we
Yes.
made a higher high there.
Correct.
Oh,
Now, if you stretch out
and then you come
that
over here. You talk about going
yeah,
short here.
yeah, that's yeah. That
Man, if
candle
you don't
that
get out of here, you don't get out of here with the PDub and Lex breakers. See, this is why I was like PDub and Lex used to drive me crazy because I'm like, I ain't got time to be looking candle per candle.
but it's easier for me
Yeah, I know.
to
I get
follow.
it's easier for them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
easier
how they
for me to see it like that.
Yeah, that's how they see it. They see it like, because that's how Lex was trying to teach me to do it. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, you said like high, low, because you going, like, for anybody who don't know, we going candle for candle, right? We got that high right there, right? And then we came up here and we took it out. We took it out right there.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Let me change this color here. Right. And then we came back and we made another low, a lower low right there.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
We made another lower low right there, right? So we made a high, we made a low, and then we came up and made a higher high over here, right? So we made a higher high right there. So it's like, there go your breaker over here, and we trade back up into it, you can get short over here. Like either one of these candles here, you can get short over here.
Yeah, but you use the macro time, 9:30.
Yeah.
You use the macro for your entry. Boom. There you go.
This is when the 9:30 candle open up right there.
Yeah.
Boom. So this
Then
candle
10 o'clock macro. Boom.
Yeah, boom. That
We
10
out.
o'clock right there.
Yep. That's it.
With your PDub and Lex breaker. Now,
Man,
I get it. And see, this is what I'm glad you pointed this out. I'm glad you shared this because it's like the price is fractal. The techniques work, and it's about how do you see it. Just like he said, it's easier for me to see it like this, right? It's hard for me to see it like that. So I need my breakers to be like this right here. I need my breaker to come down and then go up and break that high and then come back down. Like this is a 15-minute breaker. I just got the 5-minute breaker marked out because I can see this low coming down and then going back up and breaking that high and then coming down, making a lower low. I can see that better, right? Okay. But like he said, he can see us going high, low, high, high. You know what I'm saying? He can see that better. So it's all about how do you see it? Man, there's always pulling up with a hard hitting information, man.
No, I'm not.
I always pulling up with a hard. You say you at the gig, man?
Yeah, I'm at the gig right now.
That's what's up, man. How them girls doing? How the girls and the wife?
They doing good. They're in school right now.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
How you been? Good?
Chilling, man. You know how I do, man. Take me a nap and then I'm good.
That's good. That's what's up. All right, then. I just wanted to share that with you and the family.
I appreciate that.
All right.
Yo.
Have a good one.
You too, man. Hey, anybody got anything else? Anybody got anything else? I appreciate Mendez for pulling up on that. Shout out PDub and Lex. Right? Shout out PDub and Lex. We're gonna and for anybody who can't really don't understand it one more time, we're gonna share it one more time here. This 745 candle right there, right? Got a high there. We came up here and took out that high, right there. And then this next candle over, it came down and it made a lower low than that candle there, right? So then we went back above it there, and then we came down. That was the area he talked about right there. Me, that's way too much for me to think about inside there. High, low, higher, high. You know what I'm saying? Lower, low. High, low, higher, high, lower, low. Right there. High, low, higher, high, lower, low. Trade back up into it. High, low, higher, high, lower, low. Trade back up into it. Everybody got it? When I used to, me and Lex used to fight all the time. I ain't got time for the high, low, high, low, low, high. I ain't got time for that. My eyes don't see it that clear. I'm fifth. You hear me? Oh, thank you for the screen alert. Ain't nobody seen nothing. Ain't nobody seen. You know why? Because when Mendez was on there and I clicked, what's up, A? Oh, A gone. When Mendez was on there and I clicked a different button, so when I click my button and make the screen come up like that right there, it's not working. It wasn't working because I clicked this over here. So when I was doing that, it was trying to jump back to Mendez. That's Mendez's fault. I clicked that button. But it wasn't working because Mendez pulled up and messed it up. But anyway, like I was saying, right? This was how he was looking. This was the counter he was looking at right here. This counter here made a high, low, higher high, lower low. There you go again. High coming because this the high took out. High, low, higher high, lower low. Right? Macro candle right here. That's the candle he entered in. Talk about entering in on right there. This macro candle, take it down. That's the candle he's talking about here. We went up and made a high above this candle here. We came down, made a low below that candle, went up, made a higher high above that candle, right? Came back down, made a lower low below that candle. Then we traded back into it, macro time, right there, sold it off. That's what I used to argue with Lex about all the time. Well, Lex, what's the difference between this high, low, high, lower, low, then this high, low, high, lower, low? Well, you looking at it wrong. No, that's why I can't do it. I just stick with the way I learned from ICT, where, right, we come down, we make a low here, we got a previous high, right? That's a previous high right there. We got this low takes out that previous high and we trade back down through it. There's your breaker. I use the triangle method. That's what I call it. Because when I first seen ICT do it, it's like he drew a triangle, right? And you say, Tim, what do you mean he drew a triangle? I knew you was going to say that. I knew you were going to say that, right? He drew a triangle. Just like that. He drew a triangle. Just like that, he drew a triangle. Just like that, he drew a triangle. Ooh. So, drew the triangle, right? When you see the triangle there, right, and you come up, take that out, trade back down below it, your breaker is right there on the triangle right there. There's your breaker. He drew a triangle because you got a low, a previous high, another low that takes out the high and come on down. You drew the triangle. And if you look just like this, you can move them all over to you. And there's your triangles. There's your triangle. Now, replay, please. Is the time when they happen. It's you versus you. Hey, y'all know I can't hear that siren when you put it in the chat, right? I can't see it either because I'm looking like this, and the chat is over there. The chat back there, and I'm looking this way. And the voice of Lil Tim, use your imagination if you can't see the screen. Yes, very good, Thomas. You got it. Just can't see the screen. Hey, that's it, man. That's it. That's all I got. I thank you for joining me today, spending time with me today, looking at the price action. If we take out that high, we got very close to it. Let me get this junk off my screen so I can. Okay. We didn't take out the high. Got equal highs here. Just made equal highs there. What's the high on that candle? $41.05.75. $41.05.50. Came one tick away from that news candle high. Push back down. One tick away from that news candle high. The NQ, the Dow. Golly, the Dow still lagging. Man, the Dow been lagging for days. The NQ made another high. The NQ pushed up above, made another high. The ES came very close to that high, and the Dow still lagging. If the Dow play catch up, we might get a jolt above that buy side that I have been watching. I really need us to get a jolt up there to that buy side. I wish we could have got the jolt toward that buy side before 10. We getting ready to get into the 950 macro. Let's see if we're going to attack the buy side from 950 to 1010, or if we're going to come back and punish those who's been winning. Now, we've settled here for a little while. I don't think nobody's going to move their stop from here to there that quick. Even though we've been sitting there for a while, I don't think nobody's that risky to put their stop right there. And we've only been selling there for 5, 10, 15. Oh, no, these 15-minute candles, 15, 30, 40, almost an hour. We've been there like almost an hour. I don't think nobody's risky enough to come from there to there just yet. And I really wish we would have attacked that buy side. So let's see what happens. With the 950 to 1010, it'd be nice to hey Tim, did you take a trade yesterday? Yes, I did. I took 3 trades yesterday. 2 of them I got slapped upside my head, and then I took one where I got my bearing about myself, and I followed my rule, and I took the trade off after getting roughly a quarter of what I had lost back, because I had violated my rule. I was down to my third trade. So down to my third trade, I'm only trying to get half of the second half. So that ended up being like a quarter of everything that I had lost. But yeah, ended the day red, but I ended it with following my rules. I also took a options trade yesterday on my son's account because it came down to my possible entry point, hit it on the dot, and I bought a call. Matter of fact, I need to check on that position right now. Thank you for reminding me of that. I need to see where we are right now. And with that being said, Devario, too late. Too late. I'm fun to go. Too late. I'm fun to go. I asked 9 years ago if anybody had any questions. What's your thoughts on the huge divergence? Man, get off my screen. Get off my screen. I don't have any thoughts. I don't have any thoughts on the divergence. That's just my honest opinion. I don't have any thought. I don't have any thoughts on the divergence. It's just there. You know what I'm saying? We just in a time when the money is being. Is that my yard, man? Sound like my yard guy out there. We're just in a time when the money is just being like rotated in a more cautious. I'll leave the screen up. I was about to say for the 950 to 1010 macro, I want to see us attack this buy side right here, but I don't want to get like a rejection. I want to get like a continuation setup to continue to attack this buy side, right? Take out this buy side, give a nice viable pullback to attack that buy side. Give us an opportunity to get in this attack. The money is just being rotated a wee bit smarter. The money is being rotated a wee bit smarter, where it's keeping the market like gradually going up. It's gradually going up because they're rotating the money very smartly. So it's creating like a lot of divergence, right? They're not rotating it where it's like making the market skyrocket, and they're not rotating it where it's making the market drop, right? So here's the push coming. Here's the push coming. Did we get above? Did we get above there? Right? They're rotating the money smartly, and so it's making the divergence. Because like when just say, like, I'm just gonna give like the names. Like if they're buying United Healthcare, right? They may not be buying Microsoft or Apple, right? Apple is a big name in the ES. Apple is a big name in the NQ. United Healthcare is a big name in the Dow. So if United Healthcare is the Dow mover, Apple and Microsoft, that's like the NASDAQ and the ES mover. So if they're buying United Healthcare, but they're selling Apple, then the ES and the NQ are like sitting still or slightly pulling back, and the Dow is pushing up. But if they start buying Apple and buying tech, they're moving out of Home Depot, United Healthcare, you know what I'm saying, the big heavyweights in the Dow, and start moving into tech. Now the Dow is lagging because they're selling United Healthcare, they're selling Home Depot, right? They're buying Apple, they're buying not Apple, they're buying Microsoft, they're buying Google, even buying Apple, because Apple is this big in the Dow and United Healthcare is this big in the Dow. So if they're buying Apple in the Dow, but they're selling United Healthcare, the Dow gonna be lagging. You know what I'm saying? The Dow gonna be lagging. So they just rotating the money smartly. Everyone have a great day and trade safe in these markets. Peace, Troy. I mean Trey. I said Troy. Anyway, that's all I got, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm about to cash out my yard guy and then see if these charts offer me anything today. I'll see y'all tonight at 6:30 for the price action recap. If you're gonna trade, please trade safe. If you're not gonna trade, please take a copious amounts of notes so you can go back and study what you saw. See y'all at 6:30, man. Gone.